So the Fed pretty well came out dovish. The market responded by going up, and then toward the end of the day, back down. But my positions are doing fine. Let's go over my positions, and we'll get into the charts. So I'm down $66.20 on the day. We see Tesla at the bottom here, down $54. It ended at $179, let's just call it $180. And we can see aftermarket, it's up 50 cents or so. So not too bad of a day. It is pulling back. T-Flow, I'm going to be getting paid a dividend here. So it's down $45. That money will be a deposit. I'll be getting that dividend here shortly. I think it's after today. So I should be getting that money back. It shows negative here, but it's nothing to worry about because I am going to get a dividend here in between today and tomorrow. So with SoFi, we can see here we're up to $20 here. Had a nice comeback there, seeing strength today. It went up at market open, it came back down, and then we saw a push back up after the Fed came out with the news. AI is up $13. That's good to see. Overall, a good position there so far. So for those of you who are new to the channel, I am doing a wheel strategy, and that's where I'm selling a cash covered put on a position. And if the price stays where it's at or goes up, I can buy my position back for a credit. If it goes in the money, then I can roll it out in time, continuing to collect credit. If I have the option to roll it down, I can do that, or just let it get assigned. I own the 100 shares, and then I can sell calls against it. And then whenever the call goes in the money, then I let that get assigned, all the while collecting credit. That's the name of the game for the wheel strategy, is to collect credit. That's what I'm doing with AI and SoFi right now. Tesla, I'm holding. I believe Tesla is going to be a great company. That's the stock price is going to be going up here. So it's just a matter of time. And so I'm just going to own the shares and add as I make deposits into my account, add to Tesla, add to T-Flow, which is more or less my cash position, which pays a 5% dividend. So I've got that going for me right now, and then the wheel strategy. So that's what my account is right now. Let's take a look at the positions. So AI, again, is still staying within this range. It did want to press up above the 21 EMA, and it went back down. We can see that it's following this declining trend line here that I had set up many, many months ago. So it is respecting that line. We are, again, still holding this base, though. It's not breaking the 8 EMA. We could continue to see it basing out or start coming back up, depending on how the overall market reacts here. We do have earnings coming out May 29th, so we do have time before that comes out. Really, I just need it to stay above $21 until my option expires. Then I don't have to manage it. I can just buy it back and then go shopping for something else, or just roll the position out, whichever one I want, really. But right now, I've got the 21 put that I'm selling. It has 9 days till expiration, so it's going to expire next Friday. And then just one contract there. And I've got $26 in credit. So if everything goes well, I'm going to be able to collect around $25 on this position, which is not bad for the size that I have. I'm only using around $2,100 of value in my account, and I'm able to collect $25 in roughly 11 days. So we can see here with SoFi, SoFi had a good push up toward the ADMA after it had dropped after earnings came out. And so it was actually back out of the money for me for a little while today, and then it decided to come back down and settle above around 692 where it closed. And it's a green candle overall. It didn't want to hold its levels, just like AI. I think the overall market was doing that today, so it's kind of a sign of the overall market. But we did have some strength, ended higher than we closed the previous day. Really great to see. And still in the money. So if I end up owning these shares, my put is at $7. I have 2 positions there. And again, it's 9 days to expiration. So if I stay in the money and I end up owning these shares, well, I could roll it out too, right? I definitely want to try to own at least 100 shares of SoFi for a cash position. And then if I end up getting assigned on my other 100 shares, then I can start selling calls. So I'm going to have to debate on how I want to manage that. Do I want to hold the shares? Do I want to hold all 200 shares and not sell calls? Or do I want to hold 100 shares and then end up selling calls on the other 100 shares? So that's kind of the situation I'm playing out. and I have 9 days to decide. Either way, SoFi is a stock that I want to own. I am not afraid of these positions being in the money right now. The low point of SoFi is around $6.50, $7, and then it eventually wants to go back up to $7, $8, $9, $10, where it eventually comes back down. So we're trading a range here in SoFi, and it doesn't bother me to be in this price range holding shares. And I have a $25 credit here, so if everything goes my way and I want to close the positions, then I can collect around 48 to 50 bucks. So with Tesla here, we see continued strength going up here. It is pulling back, and it's really hard to get any patterns at all because of the gaps. So we have a gap here, and that was after earnings came out. We had a push up, and then we have another gap after Elon Musk, relations with China and the full self-driving capability there. The stock jumped up again, and we're pulling back here, which is not unusual. To me, it's just a regular pullback after a giant move up in the last couple weeks. So it is really good to see. Again, I've got positions here, 20 shares at $170.53. It doesn't bother me for it to be pulling back right now. I'm a long-term shareholder here, so I'm not really too worried about the short-term movements here. I want to hold these shares for a long time to come and watch the value of Tesla go up over time. So to me, it's a really good time to get some shares in here when I can, for that time when the price does actually come back up. It might be in a couple years, it might be 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, whatever. I want to be a long-term shareholder of Tesla, and I think we're in a great opportunity to hold on to shares, and that's what I'm going to try to do. We can see here T-flow, we have a big red candle here, and that means the dividend payment is coming. So you can see here, we have that sign of a dividend payment that should be coming out. I'm thinking it's going to be here tomorrow. I'll see it in my account in the morning. So a long-term position here in T-flow, I want to be able to build T-flow up and collect that 5% dividend every month. It's an APR 5%, so it's going to average around 5% year over year. And so that's my plan with T-flow, is to grow a very large account in this position. So looking at the overall market here with the SPY, we can see we had a push up today and it came right back down. And that's kind of the pattern we were seeing today on AI and SoFi, this similar kind of chart pattern here. And we are still trending up, but we have some downward momentum as well. So it's kind of hard to say what's going to happen here in the markets. Are we going to be pushing back up to these levels again, forming a kind of a cup here, or could we continue to be trending down? So really time is going to tell us here, but overall we are still seeing the market down despite what the Fed had to say today. So we'll see what next week holds, the rest of this week holds, after it digests the information that was given by the Fed. So guys, I'm a new options trader, and I'm going through the wheel strategy right now. It's a strategy that I was doing earlier this year, and it worked for me. So I'm getting back to that. No more exploring. I'm doing a tested and true strategy here, and I'm sharing it with you and the things that I learned. If you're interested in that, hit the subscribe button. And if this video was a help to you, hit the like button, and we'll see you in the next video.